Absolute and difference thresholds in sensation. A reaction arrives at a physiological edge when it can energize tangible receptors and send nerve-driving forces to the mind. A message beneath that edge is supposed to be subconscious. The message is prepared, however, we are not intentionally mindful of it. An absolute threshold is the littlest measure of incitement required for an individual to distinguish that boost half of the time. A difference threshold is a base required contrast between two boosts for an individual to see change half of the time. An absolute threshold can shift as indicated by outside and inner variables like foundation commotion, assumption, inspiration, and state of being. It is simpler to hear a sound when somebody is in good well-being, hoping to listen to it in a peaceful room than when an individual is drained, ignorant of it, and on a loud road. Whereas an illustration of a difference threshold is segregating between two hearable tones that are being heard. Another factor that influences sensation and discernment, such as attention. It assumes a huge part in figuring out what is detected versus what is seen. Studies have exhibited that in lab settings, individuals can measure and react to data outside of mindfulness. It was determined that various variables influence human discernment, including convictions, values, biases, culture, and beneficial encounters. In conclusion, even though discernments are worked from sensations, not all sensations bring about insight. Absolute and difference thresholds are important indicators of the human body's sensitivity to outer incitement. Indeed, individuals regularly do not see boosts that remain somewhat consistent throughout delayed timeframes. Throughout the long term, there have been many hypotheses about the utilization of subtle cues in promoting music and self-improvement sound projects to impact buyer conduct. Even though human senses may perceive outside signals constantly, the perception of these messages differs from a person's attention, convictions, and external situation.